Full and uncut versions available on Patreon. Check in the description below.
What the hell kind of unholy ritual could possibly bring together Andrew Hussey, Toby Fox, and Vivian Medrano? I don't know who sold their soul to what devil or prayed to the right deity, but you are absolutely out of your mind, and I guess thank you? I mean, time of recording is 2025. The idea that Homestuck would be trying to make a comeback after almost 10 years of being done is absolutely wild to me. Now for me, I got into Homestuck on the very tail end. I would see the cosplayers at convention, constantly wondering what the hell anime that's from, only to find out it's from a webcomic, and the idea of a webcomic being popular enough to get cosplayers and hordes of them at that was also just bonkers to me. But a good friend of mine, Andre, was deeply into the series at the time, and then a few of my other friends got into it, and I'm just like, okay, let me check out what's the hype. So I only had started reading like a year or a year and a half before it ended. Caught up, I'd say about 6 months or so before it did end, because I know I caught up and had a good chunk of months before it finally came to a conclusion. And I was there for the end of Homestuck, and it was great. Like, the only downside is that you can lose so many of the details after the first few chapters. Like, after a certain point, some of the details, because it just gets bonkers, just all kinds of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, dimensional, this, that, or the other combination fusion. It's just wild stuff, man. And the idea that someone would try to tackle this in animation, who but Spindlehorse or Spindleroo, because it's their Australian division, I think it is. I mean, who else? And as far as I can tell, it's gotten a good amount of attention. There are critics saying that it's too short, or they condense too much, but it's a pilot. It's more of a proof of concept rather than the actual what you go with. It's very rare that a pilot is actually the first episode of something. I even kind of talked about that with Knights of Guinevere. That felt more like the first episode of something rather than an actual pilot. You know, most pilots are usually just, here's kind of the direction or feel or some of what we're thinking of going with for the actual story. And I think I even heard that if this series actually gets picked up, they're gonna, redo a lot of what they do in this pilot. So I'm very interested to check this out. I saw the trailer. It looked so good. I've read through Homestuck once in full, and then another time trying to get through it with the people were doing voice acting for it, which was supposed to be a little bit easier, but I think I only got about halfway through that. So the idea of going through Homestuck a third time in a different form now, it's actually kind of interesting to me. Just take me back to a different time. And I probably didn't appreciate it in the moment, but don't expect me to remember a lot of things because, again, I'm not going to remember a lot of things. So let's jump into Homestuck. That sentence feels weird out of my mouth. The Wasteland, yeah. On the Firefly. The bunk, yeah, okay. Forget what this character's name is, but you see a odd, large amount of them. Oh, wake up, Egg Boy! Happy birthday, son. I'm so proud of you. The narration. Oh, yep, keeping it with 2009, yeah. Yeah, April. Didn't the webcomic also end on April? I feel like Andrew Hussey was trying to do that on purpose, too. This is Zeus Spell Poop Lord. Oh man, that's what Toby Fox sounds like? Or is he doing a voice? You are Zeus Spell Poop Lord. Oh yeah, his dad hiding birthday cakes all over the freaking place. Oh god. Oh yeah, his love of terrible movies. Specifically Con Air. My god, this kid in Con Air. Oh, okay, Dave is exactly what I would expect. Oh man, they got them classic cell phones, freaking Motorola. That's wild. Oh man, flip phones. God, dude. House is full of cakes again. Oh yeah, Dave and his turntables. Little monsters. Huh. I love the background track. It's all going in inventory. The inventory. He's trying to mute the narrator. Oh man, the visuals on how they apply certain elements from the comic is actually a lot of fun. Oh man, I'm actually remembering why I liked Homestuck. Like, it didn't take that long, but I'm literally remembering what legit got me into Homestuck more so than, because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have read it all the way front to back. But there was such a charm to it that I just couldn't stop once I started. And I think this series will probably be the same way. Silodex, yeah. You haven't muted the narrator yet? I mean, usually I don't have to deal with him this much. Programming lingo. Oh god, those freaking drawings. Oh god. A different time. Those drawings Dave has posted on his friggin' door? I think door. Dave, is there PC on top of a stack of cinder blocks? I do not remember that. Creepy fake's arms. Oh, stuck with hammers. The beta. I really do love the visuals of the characters just popping in. And I even love the fact that instead of just having it be a kind of basic pop-in that you could do, look, even in this scene, it's on the friggin' wall of his house like it's another window. Like, that is so creative. I love this. Just, mwah. Great visuals. Dad's home. Too cool to play the beta with you. Great discuss. Oh god. Yeah, the absolutely banana balls way his house is set up. His dad's always so encouraging. Oh god, yeah. Grandma's ashes. Oh, Rose. Yeah. If I remember correctly, of all people, she's voiced by, I think, Kylee O'Shaughnessy, the voice of Tails and most of the Sonic stuff. God, I continue to be shocked at the voice acting talent that Vivziepop and a lot of the company she has managed to pull in. And at this point, I don't know why I'm still shocked. But I still am. It always takes me so off guard. I will admit, being the edgelord that I am, edgelord, Dave and Rose, probably my two favorite characters. I even had Rose's shirt for a while, still in black. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Rose crushing on Dave. He is most certainly wearing a silly disguise. Oh, meteor shower. I actually really love Rose's voice in this. It's kind of like a bit like Raven, a combination of Mandy from the Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy and Raven from Teen Titans, which, given what I know about Rose, and the nicer elements of those characters are there, which that's saying something given Mandy from Billy and Mandy. I gotta admit, the voice they gave to John is really growing on me. It's the enthusiasm behind it. Well done, Toby Fox. Oh my god. I love the visuals. Oh, Mom. Jade. Oh, your daddy's got the package. Oh, streets are empty. Oh. The opening title card. That was cool. Wait, no. Kylee O'Shaughnessy is voicing Jade. That is obviously Kylee O'Shaughnessy. Okay, then I retract my previous statement. I have beaten the pre-watch allegations, as it were. That's actually more fitting for Jade, honestly. It's in the car. Spur. Red package. Right, because different things are happening to different people in different locations. It's also interesting that, because what the situation with Jade is very specific and is kind of left a little bit ominous for a while. Okay. Oh, so adorable. Oh, title drop. I will admit, sometimes having it actually voiced helps with a lot of the context, because I think I didn't actually even understand what he was talking about at this point. I'm like, what are you talking about? But now I understand. Title drop, actually title of the series and all that. Protag syndrome. Homestuck! Not the hand, that's a meteor. What the? The animation for how you snuck. Oh, boss encounter. Another cake. Dad strife. Oh, you can't beat the sugar content in this cake. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, dude, that's so cool. The hole he made in the wall. Hold on. Oh, that is amazing. It's his actual sprite in the comic. Oh, that's so cool. The silly attention to detail is spot on for this series. Oh my god. Infinite cakes. Oh, blocked it with the disguise. Jeez, the way this. Oh, he shoved that cake into your inventory, bro. Oh, wait. Were those smoke capsules or? I can't remember. Suburb. Play. Hey, Jade, why does it sound like you know the future? Oh, switch to 4. Ah, yeah, you get to see a room. Oh, glimpses of the future. Yeah. Cat. Oh. Ah, Hussy! Oh, dude. Oh, that is absolutely created by Andrew Hussey. Oh, you even get to see John's inventory. Oh, I do kind of want to see. No shade to Jade and John and John's dad, but man, I wish we had a Dave and Rose plushie. I would get those in a heartbeat. Then again, depends on how pricey the plushies are. Because I might get all 4 if they manage to get all of them. And I want to support. Actually written by Andrew Hussey. Okay. Is that just because he wrote the original comic? Or did he also write for this? I wonder. Wait, hold on. I don't know all the names like in here. Executive producer. Yeah. Vivian Medrano, Toby Radiation Fox, and Andrew Hussey. Wow. So they were like really involved with this. Okay, that is again the most unholy of alliances, but I kind of love it. Nice voice director. Oh, definitely gotta get the Rose shirt. I used to have a shirt like Roses but in black, and I absolutely want to get that. Like my previous Rose shirt, I wore the crap out of that. It pretty much started falling apart. Okay, yeah, Colleen O'Shaughnessy is Jade, Adam MacArthur as Dave, okay, and Jeremy Lay as Rose, okay. Brandon J as Carcat, Chris O'Neill as narrator. But I like this. This was a good pilot. I really do feel like some people just don't understand the concept of a pilot. Like, no, this was a solid pilot. They showed what they had in mind for everything. A lot of the directions they would go for the fight choreography or some of the animation, and that, dude, if the animation for the actual episodes looks as good as they did in the pilot, or was just as creative as it was in the pilot, especially when it came to when the characters would be talking to each other, this will be an absolutely delightful watch. I'm not going to say it's going to be the absolute greatest of all times in terms of a series, but it's just going to be fun to go along with. And just all the twists and turns and directions and the personalities too. Like when you get first introduced to John and Jade and Dave and Rose and their personalities, it's so absolutely solid that you're just immediately interested on what journey they're gonna have. And then you start to factor in all the other characters who have their ups and downs, just because you do kind of lose some of your main characters in a bit of the shuffle. But all the characters are just so delightful, and I would love to see them in animation with actual voice acting behind them in a different medium. It just, I don't know, it would do it for me. Like, this as a proof of concept, prove the concept. They need this funding. This needs to get made. I want to see this done. I would love to see an ongoing series. I could easily see this being something that's also picked up by Amazon Prime, just because of, how The Legend of Vox Machina got unbearably large amount of popularity. The only downside would potentially be how they might cut down the story. Then again, having read it, I know that there's sometimes a lot of what you have to get through in terms of the story. And I hazard to say that there's a lot they should cut out, especially considering I don't remember everything that went on. But I'd be interested, especially if Andrew Hussey is actually involved. Though then again, sometimes creators who return to their old creations make some choices that not everyone gels with. So there's also that. But if they continue to be involved with this, I'd definitely be interested on how Andrew's vision on things have changed after so long. And this is something he started, in 2009, I think? And that's so long ago. Like 15 years, right? Yeah, about a little over 15 years at this point. And something that ended almost 10 years ago. So Andrew Hussey is not fully the same person he was when he started or even when he finished it. So I'd be interested to see what changes he would want to have made, what criticisms he would have about how he did things, or if he'd want to keep it as faithful as possible. And if it does get picked up, would it remain as faithful? Because there are definitely changes here made, but unless you're a real stickler for the original source material, this was decent enough. And knowing that the do more or add more and not have it rushed by so fast for an actual, ongoing storyline also gives me a lot of hope. I know a lot of people criticize how Vivzie does her own series, but this is a story that's already fully told. And not every adaptation is always a complete one-to-one. There's always going to be certain differences or things that only would have worked out in its original media. So, but I'm just rambling on and about things that I can only hypothesize about. I'd love to know your thoughts on this if you're watching. Are you a Homestuck fan from back in the day, and how did you feel about this pilot? And if you're not a Homestuck fan and this is your first introduction to Homestuck, what do you think about it? It's a lot to take in at the beginning, but I don't know. I'm interested to see if you got Jones for this just from this pilot. And it's fairly short. It's only 11 something minutes. Like straight up 11 minutes exactly. And the rest of the 28 seconds is just for the credits. So this is pretty good. I mean, they managed to fit quite a good amount in that 11 minutes. And if they could do that, I think they could actually do pretty well in how they approach an actual series. But definitely gonna be the naysayers. You don't get as popular as this, and then people come in to an adaptation and be like, oh, that's not how it happened. Oh, they cut out this, this, and this. That's not how this character should act, and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, even when you have the original creator involved, it's like, there's gonna be the naysayers. There's gonna be the people who look down upon it. But from what I remember, my nostalgia for the series, it's like, no, it gives me that feeling of when I first started reading it, especially for the animations and the really weird and off-the-walls characters and character moments and just how the world worked and how fascinating things would just be inputted. Certain things I still don't fully understand even when I see them happening. It's fun. It's fun chaos. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. God, I really want to see more Homestuck. Again, words I did not expect to be saying at this time in my life. But until next time, take care. Bye-bye.